Hi guys, I'm just going to the shop and do my shop for the week. What I'm going to do is actually I'm going to split my shop up to 2 times a week because I was thinking instead of buying 50 quid worth of food in one go and then keeping it in the fridge, uh, which consumes electricity, I might as well just leave it in their fridge and then get fresh food twice a week. So every 3 days I get roughly every 3 days I get fresh food because of the histamine problem. I've got histamine intolerance, and I can't really keep food in the fridge for more than 3 days. Otherwise, I have to prep meals and put them in the freezer. So, what am I doing this for? Comment down below. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Just buy fresh food every 3 days, and yeah. Hang on. Also, I have to go and get a mouse in the conservatory. I've got my computer there, and a few weeks ago, Betty, well not Betty, Sally climbed up on the table and ate my mouse, chewed up my mouse. Look, it's really expensive. It costs about 50 quid. And so I got another mouse a few days later. And last night, this is a cheaper one, it's £19. Luckily I bought this cheaper one. And so she just chewed this up as well. What I've been doing is, I've taken it away and put it somewhere high where she can't get to it. But she climbs up on the table and specifically eats the mouses. Because maybe the mouse has got my hand, the smell of my hand, and she likes chewing it. She's going through her teething phase. I give her other things like to chew, but I suppose these things are really crunchy and, wires and things like that. Like these wires. In the conservatory, I have to leave that open because they can, do a poo or a pee in there and I clean it up. Yeah, I know it's horrible, but with the police situation, I can't let them outside and I can't let them roam around, otherwise they'll jump over the fence and then all of them could be taken away. So until I move house and have a proper run, a proper area for them, unfortunately, yeah. So the reason yesterday why I forgot the mouse on the table, because usually I put it up somewhere. It's because I had an attack. It's called Scintillating Scotoma, and basically what happens is all of a sudden in your field of vision you have a little dot there, something like a zigzag, and then it gets bigger and it gets bigger and it becomes like a C shape, and it's shaking like this. And it's like, imagine this is a glass, right? And part of this glass has been cracked here, but it moves. It gets bigger and bigger slowly, and it's vibrating, shimmering, and it's horrible because wherever you look, it's there. You close your eyes, it's there. And I had this about, what was it, 8 years ago or 10 years ago when I was in China, and I had one about maybe 5 years ago. And then I had maybe 5 years ago, then 3 years ago, and then I think three I had this year. And I think uh, maybe I have one every month. I have one, or every 2 months, something, 1.5, every 6 weeks, let's say. I think it might be to do with my eyes, because about 10 years ago, when I was living in China, I was looking at a bowl of noodles and trying to eat, and suddenly I felt really dizzy, and then I couldn't read small print. It was really hard. And recently, I've been stressing myself out, with comments and everything in front of my computer, which is a PC. It's a large screen, and I think it's the energy from the screen is just too much. You know, that blue light is just too much for my eyes. And then I've got a little mobile a phone, and I have to squint to see the characters and everything. And maybe I've just put um, too much strain on my eyes. I should have had glasses a long time ago. You know, put glasses on. But you know, maybe I was too proud. You know, even when I go to the supermarket, when I'm looking at the aisle, I have to stand back. You know, because I can see things far away, but close up, it gets a bit fuzzy. You know, it gets. Was it about a year ago? I tried to read. I thought, let me read because I really want to read books. And I started to read a book. I had to squint, and I thought, no, I'm going to force myself. And I read a few pages. Um, I read a bit until I got really tired. And then what happened was my eyesight was really fuzzy. Even far away, I couldn't see properly. I thought, oh my God. So I thought, let me just rest my eyes. And then after an hour or whatever, after some time, um, back to normal again. I was thinking about doing, it's called the Bates method, where you exercise your eyes, you look far into the distance, you cup your eyes, you know, and you relax. You relax your eyes a few minutes a day. Uh, you expose your eyes to the sun, but with eyes closed into the sun, and you look. You roll your eyes. I think it's a series of exercises to reverse farsightedness, or is it nearsightedness, or both, to exercise the muscle in the eye, and hopefully maybe change the shape, because that's the reason why I think you have far or nearsightedness, because the eye becomes kind of oval instead of round, because of maybe lack of use. Because we're constantly inside the house, inside an office, we don't look really far away. So our eyes get used to just this, you know, and then with age they start to fail. But I think I'll have to go to the ophthalmologist or whatever, because yeah, that thing in the eye, it could be other things, you know. There's loads of things it could be. It could be a tumor, brain tumor. That's the worst thing it could be. It could be MS. One of the signs of MS could be. So you have to rule those things out. It could be. What else could it be? Could be just strain on the eye. It's called the migraine aura, or scintillating scotoma. It could be like a problem with the optic nerve, or not the optic nerve. The what's it called? The retina. You know, bleed, or you know, it could be lots of things in the eye. So it could be either the eye or the brain. The brain, usually it's I think it's ocular. It's called the ocular migraine, or a migraine with aura. It comes from the back of the brain. That's where the problem would be. And usually people get a headache afterwards, but I don't get a headache afterwards. I've seen some people that actually don't get a headache afterwards, because I've checked on YouTube. I think for me it's just eye strain, just strain in my eyes, you know, especially recently. And stress does it. I've seen those people who have the aura, who've had it for years. It's stress, bright lights, dehydration, things like that. And I think for me it's actually physical stress on the eye, because I'm supposed to wear glasses. I should have worn glasses a long time ago, but never have. I think it looks weird, it looks strange. And look, also, apart from looking weird or strange, to wear glasses, also you're in a kind of downhill trajectory or slope, because yeah, after, I don't know, a year or whatever, then your prescription gets worse, and then after another year they keep changing. So it's not as if it cures the eye. It's gonna accommodate for you know, the degeneration in the eye. It's not going to correct it. And maybe it might make it worse if your if your eye or brain, your eye is used to that prescription. Then when you take it off, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, so I have to go to the ophthalmologist and have that checked out. So it's really terrible when it comes. It's just like you're having a stroke or something. It's horrible. Suddenly you have this zzz in your vision. It's here. Wherever you look, it's there. And it's like you're looking, it's like this is a glass, and then a crack appears. And if you close your eye, everything is back and this is shiny white. It's really scary the first time it happens. Even subsequent, even other times, it's horrible. Even though you know what it is, roughly, it's horrible. Yeah, so there's my experience of my scintillating scotoma. Yeah, so I think it's linked with stress. So I think I have to de-stress myself, and definitely I'm going to put time into spending time, you know, with myself, on myself, and just sitting down. And I tried in front of the red light therapy, just relax as much as possible, or find a place where I can be completely on my own. Because in the house, there's a kid's sometimes tantrum, my wife, the dogs scratching the door. The dogs are always moaning. Unless they're in the room with me, they're moaning and they're fighting and they're barking and they're scratching the door. So if I can find a hut somewhere, if I could build a hut on the land, it must be a temporary thing. Or maybe I'll go to the stables, sit down there, meditate. There's loads of bloody mosquitoes there, and it's not really relaxing. The only place is the car. I can sit down in the car until my wife needs to use it, yeah, and just meditate in here. This is the only place I can have freedom and silence. Yeah, so I have to take time out for myself. I might not, maybe I can't read the comments because the blue light from the screen is really hurting my brain and my eyes. And so maybe I won't comment. I'll just every once in a while look at the comments. So please forgive me if I don't want to destroy my brain and my eyes, you know. I'll keep making videos, but maybe you guys can send me emails. Maybe I can do like a PO box, and people can send me letters like the old-fashioned way. That won't hurt my eyes. That'll be nice. Just looking at some letters. I'll read them if someone makes the effort to actually write a letter. Nobody makes that effort anymore. It is an effort, isn't it? Instead of writing, everybody types now. I wonder if people have forgotten how to write. I'd love to write to someone, you know. Look at me. I'd love to write to someone. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a nice day. Thank you for all the comments and the support. Yeah, so see you guys next time. And you know, if you guys have had this ocular migraine or aura migraine or scintillating scotoma, I think scotoma means blindness, and you are blind, because when I had that, I tried to look at some text on the screen. I couldn't see it, but in that area it was all gone. So there you go. Yeah, write down below and talk to each other, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
What's the reason behind the commotion? Why do we have to feel emotions? What's the purpose of all this madness?